a lot of my friends, when they could no longer live, went on the fence. And when I say went on the fence, the slightest touch of the fence and you'd committed suicide. And if you touched this person, you committed suicide too. You were allowed to walk as far as the trench. You were allowed to walk, but if you passed the trench, you were shot at. Because they didn't really want you to commit suicide. They wanted to kill you up here. Now, I think what we ought to do, I must tell you about the toilets. Because when I came here, there were no toilets and there was no water. No water whatever. Eventually, they laid on water. You see, when I came first, there was no water. But the prisoners built everything, of course, in here. So all you had was your tea that you got in the morning, and that if you could drink it, which I couldn't, because every time I drank it, I had a diarrhea. So I couldn't drink it. I used to wash myself. I don't know, it was dark blue and it contained bromide or something to poison you. So I didn't drink it. So there was no water and there was absolutely nothing. No soap, no water, no change of clothes. You soon lost your will to live, David. It was very, very easy, believe you me. You see, I had realized one very important thing. Well, one of the best things to do in this camp was to do nothing. Just be invisible, just, you know, hide. I mean, there were 50,000 to 100,000 people here, so you could hide behind people if you were small, insignificant, invisible, as I tried to be. But the other thing I found is one of the best things to do was to carry bodies. Why? I mean, it was very hard work, but A, you worked inside the camp, you didn't do external work, you see, and B, the dead body had a ration piece of bread. The dead body had one change of clothes. And it wasn't any good to this dead body, was it? I mean, I don't have to feel guilty about this, do I?
That's true.
Well, but this is what I thought. Well, I'm not doing anybody any harm. I'm taking this piece of bread from this dead body, and I'm taking this one pair of boots, and I can sell it. And with this, I can buy myself a place to live. I can buy myself a place to sleep. So this, there you are, I'm right. There you are. This is a wash. That's it, it's here. Now, the water was here, and you couldn't get in, because in charge of this was some ruling prisoner with a whip, right? Now, how do you get in? If you want to be beaten up, you could have got in, you see. But if you could give her something, like your bread ration, which I got off my dead body that I loaded, you see. I mean, there were dead bodies, 300, 400 dead bodies. So I bought myself a bit of access to go in there. And perhaps I couldn't have a wash. I mean, can you imagine 2,000? Well, there were 50,000 in here. And just a few blocks of these, you see. Everybody had to pile in there. You had perhaps half a minute to get in there and get out. So how do you wash? You couldn't take anything off, because if you took it off, you didn't see it again, so you were left naked. And what happened then? You were as good as dead, because there was no means of getting another pair of anything. Right,
so you went in fully clad.
You went in fully dressed, and you got a bit of water in your bowl. Your bowl was tied to your body. Your bowl was your life.
Yeah, if you didn't have your bowl.
If you didn't have your bowl, you didn't have your soup. If you didn't have your bowl, you didn't have your toilet, because your bowl was your toilet. You understand?
Well, how did you wash the bowl out?
You didn't.
Before you ate?
Well, you didn't. You didn't. And you didn't wash it out. That was your life, your bowl. My bowl, it was red. Now, you must picture thousands of women trying to get in here. Thousands. I'm not talking about 5, 10. I'm talking about 20,000, 30,000, right? Let's go in. Let's go in. Find the
See?
Nice. Show me. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Now, that meant life or death for somebody, I can tell you. Because all you had were wooden clogs. I had wooden clogs all the time. To have a pair of leather shoes would have cost you 15 days bread ration. So either you ate, or you had your pair of shoes. It didn't matter if they were like this. They were leather shoes. God, leather shoes. Oh, absolutely fantastic thing to have in this place, a pair of leather shoes. You know, and if you took them off at night, you never had them again in the morning. So you slept in your shoes. You slept in all your clothes. I slept in my clothes about 12 months. The very same clothes. You know, if I had managed to get 2 layers, well, I slept in 2 layers. Mostly I had